Hello, party people. It's story time. We're gonna have a little story time here. No one's really ever asked me this, but I'll answer the question in case someone has it in the future. Where and when was I the closest to settling down with? As in getting married, having kids, and doing all that shit that I'm not gonna do now. Ideally not gonna do ever. I just the priorities in my life changed, and I had to roll with the punches. What can I say? The closest I came to settling down was in Las Vegas, partially North Las Vegas. Um, it was with the only girlfriend I had there ever, which was my ex. I think she was like, I don't remember the number relationship that was, which number it was. It was somewhere between 1 and 13, let's put it that way. Um, I was thinking about it the other day, and like, do do I consider it a missed opportunity? In a way. Um, and the funny thing is, before I forget this, I want to mention this. She said to me once that she would she would consider, or like was going to marry the the only guy who ever asked if he wanted to go to church with her, and that's what I did. Uh, One day I was like, cause she was talking about church and stuff, and like, where she worships, cause um, she was Filipino, so and Americanized, so she was Catholic, and but she didn't go to Catholic church. She went to a general Christian church because it was closer, and she just liked it better there. I of course had no preference. It wasn't my first time at church, but regularly, yes, it was, and yeah, so she made that statement, and it never came to fruition, but that was the closest I ever came. We were talking about baby names. We were planning to get a house. We are gonna do the whole thing. The 1.5 kids and 2.5 pets, right? Or is it 2.5 kids and 1.5 pets? I don't know. She already had 2 dogs and a cat in our one apartment, but hey, whatever. That's a story for a different time, though. I think I might have mentioned it. I probably mentioned every video I ever made in my book or books or in a different video. Um, yeah, I uh, I would have been married to her, the Filipino girl, and I don't know. I find myself thinking about that sometimes here and there, more than I did in the past, which is kind of weird to me. Um, but maybe it wasn't meant to be. But at the same time, not just me, but did we sabotage it? Did we think we weren't gonna last? I don't know. Um, we had a lot of things in common, but at the same time, there are a lot of pretty big things that we did not have in common. It didn't cause any disturbances in a relationship, but it was something we were both aware of. We had slightly different values. You would think that two Americanized Asian people would be able to get agree on some things, but there were some things we didn't agree on, and they didn't break the relationship. It wasn't a make or break kind of thing, but it concerned me. I left Las Vegas for a completely different reason, but well, completely different reasons, and it was just some things I felt like we weren't gonna get over. We weren't gonna agree to disagree, and I've always told myself that I would never get divorced. Like when I got married, it was, if and when, it was gonna be for it's gonna be for the rest of my life. Possibly later than that. And I wasn't at that time. I didn't even consider divorce as an alternative or a solution. She was divorced before, and I guess it was irreconcilable. Um, I don't know. I actually spoke to her recently, and it was I'm not gonna lie, it brought back a lot of memories and maybe some feelings that I didn't particularly want to feel again. But that's an unintended consequence of talking to someone you used to be with in the physical sense, used to be with in the romantic sense, all that shit that goes with it. Do I miss her? This is me asking myself that sometimes. Do I wonder what would have happened? All the time. All the time I wonder, like, if I took that road that I didn't take, whether it be less traveled or not. I would think that would be the less traveled road, and the road I took was. I'll reverse that. The road I did not take in terms of, like, going to get married and have kids, etc. That was the road more traveled by other people. I chose the road less traveled, which unfortunately, involved me getting the fuck out of there to try to rebuild my health, and it wasn't looking good, and I it was probably a good thing I left when I left, because I it was not healthy, and I didn't have anything left in the tank, and I knew the things I needed to do to get better. She wasn't gonna agree with, and I made sure she was settled. I I did what I could with the resources I had, and I mean, I heard there was a lot of heat around how I left. Like, in my defense, it's not like I left without telling her or just disappeared one day. We had talked about this, and it still didn't prepare her for it. Because at the airport, at I forget what the acronym for Las Vegas International Airport is. There were some tears, and she wanted me to stay, and I think I would hope she understood that that couldn't happen. I think she wanted it to happen, but I think she knew it couldn't. And I think she knew that I wasn't healthy at the time. In every sense, I had lost a lot of weight. I was having symptoms, and well, because honestly, I thought I was ready for that. The whole settling down, making a family kind of shit. But it it wasn't meant to be. I don't think it was. Yeah, that was strode on memory lane. I remember it. I remember it all too well. I don't really like airports because of that. Because, like, it wasn't the first time, but, like, I don't like airports because it usually means saying goodbye. From my experience, and that kind of sours it for me. I don't associate airports with, like, going on vacation or going somewhere else you want to be, and having a good time, etc. But I associate it with saying goodbye. And I like I said about a different ex, I can say this about all of them. She has her own life now, and I have mine. and it just doesn't evolve the two of us simultaneously. Well, now that I'm thoroughly depressed, alright, thanks for listening, guys, and in case you're wondering, that was the closest I ever came to settling down. We were together for about 2 years. It was, it had, I'm not gonna lie, it had its ups and downs, but for the most part, if I was healthy, if things were better between all of us, and both of us, whatever, including her extended family and stuff, if things were better, if we were actually making progress toward a goal in a healthy way, yeah, I mean, I probably would have stayed. We would probably not be having this video right now. Might not even have this YouTube channel. It would just be me and her, ride or die. That's what it came down to. And unfortunately, I did not find my ride or die. But no, maybe that person's out there somewhere. What can I say? All right, thanks for listening, guys. Take care of yourselves and each other.